In 1981, President Ronald Reagan survived an assassination attempt, but his memory was never the same. Despite this, his leadership skills remained sharp, though occasional gaffes led the press to question his fitness. At an informal picnic towards the end of his presidency, Reagan delivered a speech to rousing applause. But then, to the horror of his staff, he returned to the podium to give the same speech again. The audience, realizing what was happening, chose to support him. They laughed and clapped at the same points, showing their love and respect for the man they admired. In 1997, Cleveland Indians pitcher Jose Mesa had a stellar season but faltered in Game 7 of the World Series. Despite this, the manager chose to leave him in, valuing loyalty over a potential win. Thousands of fans screamed at their TVs, but the manager stood by his decision, prioritizing decency over victory. Mesa was traded the following season, but the moment of integrity remained. Years ago, as a purchasing manager, I put out a bid to replace leaking underground gas tanks. A small vendor and his retired father, Pops, worked diligently on their bid. On the bid submission day, Pops was chatting outside, unaware of the looming deadline. At the last moment, a competitor snatched the bid from his hands and submitted it just in time. Pops and his son won the bid, and they later hired the very people who had saved them. This act of decency led to a successful partnership and a lesson in integrity. In a world that often feels cold and competitive, these stories remind us of the power of doing the right thing. Subscribe to our newsletter for more inspiring tales of decency and integrity.